Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm giving away a $100 gift card, so stick around throughout the video to listen to the 3 questions that are randomly spewed throughout the whole video. And if you are the first one to answer all 3 correct, you will win the $100 gift card. So throughout this video I'm going to be, talking about 2 political topics. Not going to spend a whole lot of time on them. You guys are all probably pretty familiar with them, but I just want to, address my opinion and some, some concerns that I have with these. So I'm gonna address them and let you guys know why these are, doing more harm than any good at all. So, without any further delay, let's get to this video then, shall we? So the first thing I'm going to actually do is give you the first question. So the first question is, the first car to ever get pulled over for speeding and get a ticket was going how fast? You're going to be surprised when you find this one out. This one was pretty cool. So this video, I'm going to talk about the mayor in Oakland, California. I'm gonna address some things. So she's pretty racist. No surprise, she's a Democrat. She's come up with this idea, I believe it's been passed already, that they are going to give away $500 extra to low-income families every month for like 18 months. And the qualifications to do this is you got to have at least 1 child in the home. The families are randomly generated, and they must make less than 50% of the area median household income. And you also cannot be white. I'm not even upset that, this is a racist thing. It's an attack against whites very clearly, no matter how hard they try to adjust it. But, us white people, man, we don't dwell on racism. Man, we don't care. If you want to continue to put minorities in the ground like you are and use them to fuel your voting, then that's on you. But I'm not going to sit here and let you guys hold me back because you want to be a bunch of racist scumbags, So there are no strings attached to this $500. They can spend it however they want, which is just a recipe for disaster to begin with, all right? Low-income families do not know how to spend their money. A lot of them don't have any money because they don't know how to hold on to it. They don't make enough. I know a lot of low-income people, and their biggest problem is they get their paychecks and they go out and they party, and that's probably one of the biggest, holding down things in low-income families, regardless of race. And one thing that concerns me a lot about this is that California already has a ridiculous amount of programs available for those that are in, low-income poverty situations. I took the liberty of going through and just listing out just a few, and then this is a small selection of programs that already exist in California for low-income housing and low-income people in general. So I'm going to go off and start naming some of them. So in California, social service and government aids that already exist, are cash aid, food stamps, WIC, women, infant, and children, emergency food assistance. They got the Cal Work Child Care program. They got the Cal Learn program, rent help, Medi-Cal, Cal Work programming. It helps them get a job. Schooling needed to do it and to actually get some training to go into the job. That's what makes it different than the other one. They have free/discounted healthcare on top of their already Medi-Cal. They have help with electric and, service utility. And they have homeless and, rehousing help. So it's like, man, you got, these are just, by the way, just a small little section I took out of the thing that I could see for, low-income help. And, you look at California and it's like, dang. All you hear about is all the, the homeless, all the drug needles laying around, all the crap on the streets, everything. This racist mayor is just dooming more people. That's what she's doing, because the more money you give them, the less encouraging they are to go out and actually try to do something. That is a major problem. I like to do little surveys with people, and I asked them, I was like, what do you think is the leading cause for homelessness in low-income areas. And they told me, it's like, people don't want to work. And that is the number one reason. I've even asked minority people, blacks, why do you think there are so many blacks in poverty areas? And they told me, because they don't want to work. Quite simply, that's it right there. They don't want to work. And I think that right there, if we want to fix homelessness, we need to encourage more programs designed to help get people out there, make them into hard workers, make them want to, work for things in life. Because if we just keep giving them money, they're never going to want to grow and work for their money. When the government just gives it away for free, you take away the urgency and the will to go out and do things. So the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you the second question. This one's also pretty cool. The second question is, humans are the only living creature that can eat and enjoy what kind of food? This one kind of seems, obvious. I guess technically I shouldn't say only ones that can eat, but they're the only ones that actually enjoy this kind of food. Seems kind of common sense up front when you see the answer, but it's not. You wouldn't think of it right off the bat. So this one's kind of cool. I was like, dang, really? I thought I've heard of other animals that really like to eat this as well. But no, we're the only kind of creatures that like to eat this kind of food. So can you guess that one as well? Let's move on to the CDC director. This whole COVID thing's got me feeling kind of like this.
We're gonna live! And I'm gonna reflect on the recurring feeling I have of impending doom. We're gonna die!
Yeah. I don't know what her ordeal is, but she needs to be removed from her position. She's been in it for 2 months. 2 months. And she's already going off script and making major accusations like this. Saw a video talking about it. The guy was basically like, I bet she regrets saying that. And this is a big reason why I have a script and why I think it is important that you stay on it. Because when you go off of a script like this and start going off about emotion and going on with emotion like she was, you're going to say something that you're going to regret. And I bet right now, whether she'll come out and say she regrets it or not, deep down inside, she's like, dang, I should not have said that. So some things that don't make this impending doom, a valid anything, is that there have been like 95 million to 100 million people who have been vaccinated already. And the vaccines have shown to have some kind of defense against the variants. Not all of them. It's still young. The variants are not very prevalent. There's not a whole lot of research about it yet. But it does show to have some kind of effect against the variants. And, 100,000 people is pretty close to 1/3 of the U.S. population. So we have pretty much 60-some thousand or 60-some million, my mistake, more people vaccinated than those that have actually been infected in the United States. And this is a big deal to me because those that have been infected and have lived through it are going to have an immunity of some sort to the virus and are probably going to have some form of immunity to the variants. Now, whether that is true or not will come, in the near future, but it doesn't make much sense to me. We have all this progress going forward, all this stuff. And as soon as these states start saying, you know what, screw you guys, we're going to go and do it our way, all this impending doom, all this nonsense starts coming up. When she went off script, I can imagine what the guy holding the camera and the person standing next to him was like.
That's better.
So, what I've learned and seen is that CDC data suggests that vaccinated people don't carry or get sick with the virus. So this is another one of those, why are we wearing masks again if you've been vaccinated and have already had it? It says that 1 in 5 American adults above the age of 18 have been vaccinated, and 1 in 3 have been partially vaccinated. Me personally, they have blown this so far out of proportion, they have ruined the chance that I will ever get the vaccine. And I'm going to go out and say, you know what, guys, don't go get it. You can do it if you want. I will support your decision to go do that. But Me personally, I would tell you don't do it. Don't go out and get the vaccine. This is going to be a way to teach these people that you can't just go up and start changing things, making accusations without any evidence, all this stuff. And it should teach them that, hey, maybe next time there's a pandemic, we're not going to go out and make irrational decisions based off of what we think might happen, conjecture, and start doing things. And maybe we'll start making more common sense rule changes as things go along, instead of keeping people, bound up to their homes with masks on, even though they've either had the virus or have had the virus in the vaccine. And so it doesn't make any much sense to me. So I'm going to finish this one off with, never go off script, because you're going to say something like this. So if you make a YouTube channel, make yourself a script like I have. I've been looking over here at it as I go through this video, and it just helps me keep, track of where I'm at. But I am going to finish off now with the third and final question. And this one's another one that's kind of neat, kind of cool to know, is what company produces the most tires? And you're going to be surprised when you figure this one out, because this one I thought was pretty cool. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Please leave a comment in the comment section. Please answer these questions. But most importantly, give me some advice in the comment section about things that I can do differently. And I will gladly, get back with you guys. And, if you want me to do a video on something, I will gladly do it. If you guys want to hear about something, I will gladly do it. If you guys have something you want to say, I will gladly, either do a FaceTime kind of thing with you, post a video about it, or I'll just take your opinion and share it online. And I'll do whatever it is you guys need. But, thank you for the support. It means a lot. If you can answer all three of these questions, I'll give you that 100,000, or whoa, not 100,000, $100. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.